Alright, guys, today I'm gonna talk about why we are not going to the extreme bottom as many people call, as many analysts say, like $1,000, 1,200, or maybe even higher, maybe 2,000 or 2,500. Why I don't think that it is reasonable to happen. Of course, everything which I say, what I say is not a financial advice, is my personal opinion, but just follow my logic and we'll see what you would think about it. Okay, so as you know, currently we're in the pretty much of the narrow channel of the price, somewhere around $3,500 on Coinbase, and we are here for a while. And everybody are calling that 3,200 or 3,150 was not really the bottom. The price shall go much, much lower, like $1,000, $2,000, because that would be organic. That would make the drop of the bear market, which started from 20,000, to look like it's really ended, to look like there is no way to go lower than that. That is true. In fact, if we'll go to $1,000, everybody would say, okay, that's probably the bottom. It's really hard to imagine that we'll fall lower than 1,000. Moreover, a huge number of people, including myself and probably including you, if you are in this market for a while and you understand the fundamentals and the possibilities of the growth, including both of us. So we all buy at $1,000, a lot, I think. And we all have a little bit more fiat in our reserve to buy at the very bottom if it happened. So, if it would happen. So just imagine the price would go from 3,500 right now to 3,000, 2,500, and 2,000, and then 1,500 and 1,000. And at this moment, everybody will start to buy. You will see huge volume. You will see huge volatility at this level, like a real fight for this price. Somebody will try to push it lower. Somebody will try to push it higher and buy the dip. So would you buy at such an obvious pivotal point, such an obvious indication of the bottoming of the price? I think you would, unless you're getting panicked. But I think if you're still in this market, even now, I think you're not panicking. You're immune to panic on such things. So, and in fact, I know many people who will do the same thing, and they would do even not 1,000, it's even higher. And if price will go 1,000, they will sell everything they have, they will take loans, they will buy Bitcoin at this level. So, and then look at this situation from the point of view of so-called whales or manipulators of the market, and those people who are trying to push the price lower than this and trying to get as much as possible some panic from other people who are in the market to get more liquidity to buy as much as possible Bitcoin at a lower price. So is there any reason for them to let the price go that low, to let all the other people who are willing to buy actually to let them to buy? Because that would mean that all these people will load their bags at the very bottom and they will sell eventually, and that would basically decrease the profit of the huge players, of the whales. No, there is no reason. I answer for you. There is no reason for whales to do that. They want us to first sell low and buy high. So if the price will go that low, they don't want us to buy, but we will, right? So what's the point then to let us do it? Instead, they want us to panic. They want us to hesitate. It's much easier to not to let people buy and make them think that actually things will go low, so maybe it's better to sell, or things are moving sideways for a while, like I don't know, months or even years. And a lot of people are, they had some loans, some people are need to pay taxes, some people just get bored and they said, okay, it's probably not worth waiting, we are we will do some other stuff, so they will exit. When this will happen, exactly when this will happen, the price may go up. But until then, for whales, there is no reason to move the price up and down. And again, if you look at the price if you'll zoom in and look at this, let's say hourly chart, you will see how whales are testing our view on the market. You see this candle, they first, of course, collect some liquidity over here with the stop orders, and they test whether the market would agree with them to go lower, whether the market would think, okay, we're crashing down, let's sell, let's panic sell. No, market doesn't. Actually, some people bought, so they return to the same channel and continue to wait. Now they make another wick here, and what they say is basically, okay, let's pump the price. Whether the price will go even higher and people will agree to buy and FOMO in. No, people don't. So they don't want to push the price by their means. They want us to do that. So they return to the same channel, and the same things happening over and over again. As soon as they will see that the market is either dead or the market will move the price by on their own, they will not do anything, and the price will continue to be in the same channel. So another point. Let's imagine, of course, that the price of the low of the bottom is not 1,000, like 1,500, for example, or 2,000. Of course, wouldn't be that huge of the pressure of buyers, but still, the lower we go from $3,000, the stronger this pressure would be. The more people would want to buy. It's like an exponential curve, and then at the very bottom, I would say 1,000 is pretty much the lowest expectation of the most. At the 1,000, it would be really hard to push the price even lower, and you would see even from this point, from $6,000 to $3,000, people actually easily believed that the price can go low. Because 6,000 was sort of, well, expected that it is, although it held several times, it's still expected that it's not the bottom. So a lot of people sold, and it was very easy at some point to make price push lower than 6, like up to even 3. But you see, even from this slope, it became flat and more flat and flat and flat. And in fact, although the volume wasn't that huge here, still it stopped here because there is no reason to push it, because it requires more efforts, and then it corrected like this. So, and although from 6,000 to 3,000 it was more or less easy to push the price to that level, from 3,000 or something, 3,500 to 2,000, it would be much harder, and to push it even lower will be extremely hard. So, and of course, the resources of whales are not, they are finite. They're not. They still have some kind of limits. They don't have the resources which are bigger than the common the integrated resources of all the other players in the market. So, at the certain point, it wouldn't be profitable, it wouldn't be reasonable for them to hold the price low or to push the price lower. Of course, there may be some optimum point for them, like 2,500. And indeed, price can go there if it is the optimum point, but it's really, really hard to estimate this. So why then they would take a risk? I don't see any reason. It's better to spread FOD, it's better to go in a sideways, it's better to actually move the price higher in order to let people still believe that the price will go down, but still not letting them to enter the position. So it's much more reasonable in my opinion. Of course, I may be wrong, and market is really speculative. We indeed may go to the new bottom or something. So just decide on your own. On another thing which I was going to mention, that just imagine, of course, I would actually agree that from the classical point of view, from the traditional approach of the market, you need to follow the trend, and you need to buy when the trend is obviously growing. So now you don't see it. Now we're still expecting the drop, or at least the decline of the price. So you would need to buy somewhere when we see the confirmation of the price rise. So for example, at 4,500, for instance, right? And you would buy here. And actually, the price can go down even from those level, right? And you may be wrong, but just assume that you will have a stop order and you will be fine at that point. Okay, so what you would do here is that if you will buy at this point, you of course will have lower profit than you would if you would buy at this point, in case of the price will go higher from that. But that's one thing. Second thing, if the price will not go high but go low, then what would you do then? You will not be able to buy at the very bottom because it's impossible to catch a falling knife. And according to you, the same logic, you would need to buy at the point where you would see the reversal of the trend. And then you would see a reversal of the trend somewhere higher than the previous buy at something like, which if it was 4,500, you would need to buy something like 5,000 or higher. And that would mean that you would basically miss all the previous price action first, and the second, you would still have to buy in the same or higher level. Even in both cases, either the price will go down or the price will go up from these levels, which the price is now at now. So what's the point then? If you still buy at the same level or even higher, why not to buy right now? Or at least why not to hold right now? Why you need to sell your Bitcoin or whatever other altcoins to fiat and wait for catching a falling knife? I don't see a reason. So that is why I basically said, guys, $6,000 is not a bad deal at all, because it's really much closer to the bottom than, let's say, $10,000 or $15,000. And the price eventually, if you're playing this long, the price eventually will be higher. So you will still make your profit. Now the price is even lower, even closer to the ultimate bottom. So now the price is even better to buy. Of course it will be, if it will be 2,000, 1,000, it would be even better. But that is why you need some reserves of fiat. If you entered 100% of your investment funds at some price, it was a mistake. You need to buy portions of the crypto during the fall, with the sort of a ladder, on certain levels. But there is no reason to sell right now in expecting the future fall, unless you're a very experienced trader. But I guess if you are, then you're not watching this video, but staying somewhere at the island and drinking daiquiri or something. So that is my logic. I hope it is reasonable. If you think that it is, please leave a comment and something like that. Also, I must mention that a lot of the altcoins are actually showing strength, and not all of them, of course, but still showing strength. And the thing is, they are growing at the news of their development. Like I did mention probably yesterday, for example, that Zilliqa has made the partnership with MyCoin, and they're about to trade some classic, traditional stocks or shares of such companies like Uber or Airbnb and SpaceX and everything on Singapore Exchange. And also they have the mainnet launch. So this is just an example, but you see on such things and the other development of other coins like Tron, for example, things are growing. You see Tron is just making a lot of gains because of their development and so on, and like future announcement, future events. And this didn't happen for a while before. All the cases of the previous growth of altcoins were mostly either on listing on exchanges, primarily Binance, or on some just speculation without any reason, just pump and dump process. Now I see this growth of altcoins on the development. Not all of them. Again, this is an example. For example, Cardano is decreasing right now, and you see that they have actually an update of stake pool task force and stacking, but the price doesn't change much in terms of the positive way. So I mean the Cardano price. So it's not 100%, but still, considering everything which I said, what I said before, and some other factors, you can refer to my previous videos when I was talking about this as well, when I did in a different way. I don't think that we will see $1,000 or something comparable to that at, well, ever ever right now, right? We may see that a very short, like 5 minutes maybe, candle to basically liquidate a lot of the long orders and then go up. It could happen, but it's impossible to predict. It's impossible to catch a falling knife, and it's better to buy right now than buy later at the higher price. Regardless of the price will go lower from now or higher from now, still you will buy higher from this point. Why not buy or at least hold at these levels? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you have any thoughts on the matter. So far, thank you for watching this video, and I hope that everybody will have profits who are watching this. See you tomorrow in the next updates. Goodbye, guys.